Does this mean that VA claims are going to be processed a lot faster? And to be honest with you, I think that answer is absolutely yes. And we're going to hear what the VA secretary has to say about VA employees returning to work. And his message is less than a minute, and then I'll give you my thoughts. So here we go.
Everybody, it's Monday, and this is an exciting day because all across the country, VA employees are coming back to work all across the nation. You see, what we're doing is we're phasing out telework and remote working and bringing everybody back in. And I think that's a great thing for what we're doing. Really, it's common sense. All our VHA clinical workers, they've been working and having to come into the office all the time. It's time we bring our whole family back together. Now, we're going to be doing this in phases as we go forward. There are going to be some coming in, but by July, all of our VA folks should be back in working together, collaborating together, making sure that we're getting things done. Because remember, you always know what my priority is. It's about the veteran. And also, let me say, we're taking into account some accommodations and things that need to be made with folks who are on these telework agreements. But at the end of the day, it's about getting us back to work, focused on the mission. And that mission is the veteran. So welcome back. It's Monday. I'm getting ready to go see some new faces here at VA.
Welcome back, all you VA workers out there. All right, now hear me out, and don't come at me for this, especially if you are a fan of telework. But listen, I am a millennial. All right, I am a to the core, by the bone. It's in my DNA. I am a millennial, and that means I do love me some telework. I love everything about it. However, for the VA, I'm harping on the VBA, I cannot imagine VSRs working from home alone, secluded, and not having the ability to ask their neighbor or, who would normally be sitting right next to them if they had a question about a certain claim, is this DBQ actionable and sufficient? They just don't have that access there. Of course, you can send direct messages. My agency uses Teams a lot. But there's just something about that face-to-face. So against my own personal beliefs on telework, I think this is a great thing. And I do think it'll make claims go faster, all right? Telework takes a lot of discipline. It takes real discipline with no one watching you over your shoulder. You're at the house. You can be in your pajamas, which is nice, but it takes real discipline to actually work that full 8-hour day. And there are studies on both sides that show productivity is higher depending on what data you're looking at, who you're looking at, both for and against. I'm just going to speak for myself here. I can tell you right now, if I'm going to really, truly reflect in the mirror, I am much more productive when I'm in an office environment. And I think that is going to be the tone that we see for VA claims come this summer and certainly for this fall. The VA secretary says something about June. Most, if not all, VBA employees will be back in the office. Now, I am focusing on VBA here for claim reasons, obviously. And to be honest with you, I don't really care how fast the VA claim process is. It definitely matters, but it's not my priority at all. My number one priority would be accuracy. Okay. And the VA's process submitting accurate claims, the whole other story in itself. Because as we know, when we look at VSR performance, it's about how many claims did I push through the system. It's a very demanding job. And although the VA does have, at least to my knowledge, some measure of accuracy in place, it's definitely not the priority, and the accuracy definitely does not, outweigh the numbers game. And so, sure, the VA can be faster at submitting claims. What I'm more concerned about is the VA going to be not just faster at submitting claims, which would be like down here, but are they going to be accurate? Okay. I would like to see the data of higher level reviews or even board BVA decisions on claims that were appealed without new evidence and then granted due to a mistake, or how many claims went through a duty to assist error. Okay. Both of those require, it's not the veteran's fault. Now, submittal claim where the veteran provided new evidence, we can't really blame the VA for that because there's new evidence now involved. And so if there is data I would love to see claims that were denied, either submitted with an HLR without new evidence or a BVA decision without new evidence, and these were granted, what that data looks like. I don't know where to get that. I don't even know if that's publicly available information, but that would be some hardcore data that would at least show us the truth at the VA claim accuracy versus speed. Anyways, let me know your thoughts on, do you think VBA employees returning to the office is going to overall help the claims process, keep it the same, meaning no change? Or do you think this is going to be bad for the VA claim process? Let me know that down below in the comments. And if you like these mediocre t-shirts, at least as likely as not, I probably wouldn't wear it to my CMP exam. But if you did, it would be funny. Assuming your examiner has a sense of humor. Again, I wouldn't wear it to a CMP exam. You can get that from the Amazon shop. That'll be pinned below in the comments.